Welcome, everyone. This is the 2025 edition of the OASIS Open Awards Ceremony. I really appreciate everyone tuning in to participate today and congratulate our winners along with the board and staff. We have people joining us, I see from all over the United States, in Europe, and I really appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to be part of this important event. For those who don't know me, my name is Jim Cabral. I am the interim executive director here at OASIS. I've been serving in this capacity since October. I've been on the board actually for a number of terms and a member for 20 years. And I'm happy to be serving as our interim leader while the board searches for a new permanent leader. 2024 was a great year for OASIS. We had lots of growth, both within our membership and specifically within our open projects. And so we're excited to share that with you. Some of that here today. You'll see a lot of that in our annual report, which is coming up here in the next month or so. We burst into new domains like space. So we're very excited to see the growth of OASIS specifications and standards into brand new areas like that. For those who don't know much about how you actually win an OASIS award, I want to speak to that briefly. We'll have what we call open cup awards for specific projects, but we'll also be recognizing a number of our most active members and contributors as distinguished contributors. And I'll talk about that specifically here in a little bit. But we count on our members to nominate their fellow members or projects to be considered for those awards every year. So that the process kind of really starts with our call for nominees for both of those awards, and those that are nominated are then considered by the staff, and we get together as a staff several times to kind of iterate through that and make sure that we've come up with who, at least from the staff and board perspective, we feel like are really the best candidates for those awards. And so, if there are any questions about how do I become a distinguished contributor or win an Open Cup award, that's the basic process. It's not complicated, but it all starts with those nominations. So we can't really consider either individuals for a distinguished contributor or projects for an Open Cup award, except when they are nominated. So please, when you see those calls for nominations come out next year and in later years, please give serious thought to recognizing your fellow members and contributors. Okay, with that said, I think I'm ready to turn it over to our Director of Standards Development, Kelly Cullinane, to take us through our Open Cup Awards.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So I am here to announce two awards. The first are the nominees for the Outstanding Approved Standard. So this award recognizes specifications that were promoted to OASIS standard in 2024. Our two nominees are DocBook Schema version 5.2 from the DocBook Technical Committee and the Universal Business Language version 2.4 from the UBL Technical Committee. And the winner is the Universal Business Language version 2.4. We have Kenneth here from the UBLTC to say a few words. So Kenneth, over to you.
Oh, well, what can I say? Thank you so much, Kelly. It really is an honor to accept this award on behalf of the UBLTC and on behalf of the broader community that has shaped UBL as it is today. I don't know if this is a coincidence, but at least it's an anecdote that UBL also won the inaugural Open Cup 10 years ago, and this is the second time we win, which makes it even more incredible to receive this recognition. As you know, UBL is about enabling global trade, reducing friction, and making interoperability accessible to all within procurement and supply chain processes, and that we're able to do that within OASIS and in an open and collaborative environment is extremely important. I want to thank you, Kelly, for all your support, Jim, Jamie, everyone else in OASIS for facilitating the work that we do. We're incredibly honored So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kenneth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The second award that I'm here to give is for the Outstanding New Initiative category. So this award recognizes both technical committees and open projects who started at OASIS in 2024. The nominees this year are the Coalition for Secure AI Open Project, also known as COSI, the OASIS Open Supply Chain Information Modeling Technical Committee, also known as OSIM, and the Space Automated Threat Intelligence Sharing Technical Committee, also known as SATIS. And the winner is the Coalition for Secure AI. We have Dave LaBianca here, who is one of the COSI PGB co-chairs, to say a few words.
Thank you, Kelly. And thank you to the OASIS Open community. I'm honored to accept this award for the Coalition for Secure AI. OASIS Open and this community have been a key contributor to our successful launch, and we are really looking forward to significant delivery and landings in 2025. As a reminder, the Coalition for Secure AI is really committed to democratizing the access to the knowledge required to integrate and deploy secure AI systems, and we didn't see a way to do that without a large open community committed to transparency. So again, on behalf of the COSI membership, I really wanted to thank you all for this award, and we're honored to receive it in our launch year.
Thank you so much, David. Jim, over to you for the distinguished contributors.
And I want to express my personal congratulations to, first of all, the nominees. Just to be nominated for each of those awards is very prestigious, but then to specifically to UBL and COSI. Very excited to have both those projects here in the OASIS family, and very excited to see where those go in the future. So thank you, Kenneth and David, for all your work and your entire committee and contributors. So let me speak a minute about the Distinguished Contributor Award. I am proudly an OASIS Distinguished Contributor. I have a nice plaque that sits right over my desk. You can't see it right now, but I look at it every day, and it is one of my something I'm very proud of. And why is that? I firmly believe in the mission of OASIS and in the power of open source and open standards. And I'm happy to have made at least my small contribution and played my part in that role. So, Distinguished Contributor is it's an individual award given to members of the OASIS community that have kind of gone above and beyond what you would normally expect from either a chair or a secretary or just a general contributor for a committee. In many cases, these are the people that have almost ensured the success of various works through their just tireless efforts and hours and hours of contributions to OASIS and into the community. So we really want to thank everyone who's ever been nominated for this, but also specifically congratulate 3 individuals here today on their awards. And with that, we'll go to the first award, and that goes to Dave Lemire. Congratulations, David. For those who don't know David, he has been an OASIS member since 2017, working on behalf of HII as an information assurance engineer there. He has served as a co-chair of the OpenC2 and secretary of OpenC2 subcommittee, implementation consideration subcommittee. He's been a member of the Cacao technical committee, and he's really been a real proponent of best practices and standards development here at OASIS. And so Dave has given countless contributions and many hours to this effort. And we can't fail to mention all the work he spent and all the hours he spent editing the OpenC2 specifications and really helping us figure out how to do these GitHub and Markdown things. Which is, as you know, that's becoming kind of more of a new standard here at OASIS for getting work done. And so David's been making countless contributions in all those areas, and we really want to thank him with this Distinguished Contributor Award. And I'll let Dave add a few personal remarks.
Well, thank you, Jim. Very, very much appreciative of this award. When I first got involved with OpenC2, shortly before our technical committee was stood up in 2017, it had been about 30 years since I'd had any involvement in standards development of any sort. So it was very much a new experience for me to move into this. It's really been enjoyable working with the OASIS staff, with fellow technical committee members, mostly OpenC2, more recently Cacao, and other OASIS activities. For me, one of the benefits of this has been that since OpenC2 is structured as a family of standards and we need to understand related technologies, it's given me the opportunity to deepen my knowledge of related technical areas as part of the standards development practices. And it's also given me the opportunity within our project here to work with a software team that's developing proof of concept implementation. So I wind up serving as a conduit between the standards process on the one side and work to implement it on the other side. I certainly hope that our concept of an open command and control standard continues to gain wider acceptance. It's been very rewarding that people have felt that my particular efforts have been worth pointing to as a model. I've had that comment said to me a couple of different times, and it's always wonderful to hear. And I'd like to thank the current and former chairs of the OpenC2 Technical Committee, Mike Rosa, Duncan Sparrow, and originally Joe Brulé, and all the TC members that have been part of this journey over the past going on 8 years now. It's been great.
Congratulations, David. Thank you. And that takes us to our next winner of the Distinguished Contributor Award, and that is William, we'll just call him Bill Parducci. Bill has been involved with OASIS for a long time now, since 2005. He's co-founder of Zeist, and he is the co-chair of the XACML TC. I should also do a shout out to Hal Lockhart, his co-chair. So he has co-chaired that committee also since 2007. So long-time contributor and chair there to a very important specification that I'm constantly hearing new implementations of XACML even years later. So I'm very excited when I hear about people using OASIS standards and specifications in communities that I wasn't aware of before. Bill has also been really helpful to staff and to the general membership in ways that maybe a lot of other people haven't had a chance to appreciate. I will just mention that right now we are in the process of looking at our collaboration platforms and our member services tool sets, and Bill has actually been very personally helpful to me as we help navigate that and advising us on options and really advocating on behalf of the membership of constructive suggestions for moving us forward. So I want to thank Bill for everything he's done for XACML and for OASIS in general, and I'll open it up to him for a few personal remarks.
Thank you, Jim. Of course, first and foremost, I'm very honored to have this 20 plus years of spending time trying to work on standards to move things forward has been rewarding. In the early days, when I first learned about OASIS and XACML, I was an early advocate in enterprise architectures to try and implement open source and talk about the value of common understanding and common technology to be able to allow groups and industries to push forward what's important to them and have an underlying understanding of what it is that we're working with at a fundamental level. And at the time, it was seen with a little bit of skepticism, but as we all know now, we've all embraced it, and to the point now where I'm going to say a large portion of the world's code is shared. And extending that to standards, to me, is the same kind of idea. We're establishing a lingua franca that allows organizations to come in and immediately talk about something, knowing what they're saying, and being able to work with people who've come from a very diverse set of backgrounds to create this commonality has been amazing. And to be honest, from a technical standpoint, has been kind of very fulfilling in terms of achieving goals beyond just the basic immediate business needs. So for me, I have been blessed to be able to work with great staff. As Jim has mentioned, Hal and I have chaired XACML together for a long time. And while the adoption of XACML has varied over the years, I think we're seeing a resurgence now of the need for complex tools to be able to solve complex problems, particularly in the security space. And I'm hopeful that as we move forward with this, we'll be able to adapt and provide value in the future.
Thanks, Bill. That takes us to our final awardee, and it's my friend Omar Santos. I say my friend because Omar and I have served on the board now for a little while. Omar's been a member of OASIS since 2015. He is also a distinguished engineer at Cisco Systems, not something to be very proud of as well. And he currently is co-chair of the Project Governance Board of our COSI initiative, our Open Cup Award winner earlier, as well as on the CSAF technical committee. He also chairs the Open EOX technical committee, and he's a member of a bunch of other cyber-related technical committees. So Omar is he is a force of nature. He has brought lots of interesting projects to OASIS. We owe a lot to Omar, and he always comes up with new things that we need to think about and new ways that OASIS can make a difference. So I will open it up to Omar to add his personal remarks.
Thank you so much, Jim, and thank you to the OASIS community and especially to the staff for this award. And from the bottom of my heart, this is truly an honor to be recognized by an organization that has been at the forefront of open standards, as we've been talking in open projects for over 30 years, right? So that's a significant, commitment to the community. Whenever I first started getting involved in OASIS back into 2015, I was struck by something that is extremely remarkable for me, which is the spirit of collaboration that go beyond company logos and national borders and even in individual interests, right? So as Bill mentioned, we're a very diverse community that is doing significant contributions to solve big problems in the industry, right? So a lot of places around the industry, they look upon us to solve these big problems. So at any rate, I would like to acknowledge my fellow committee members and especially the OASIS staff. Your dedication and support has been instrumental. Jim, you and Kelly, Jane, Jamie, Carol, and she just retired, so congratulations to her. You have been instrumental, and of course, I'm missing half of the staff in there. But the standards we're developing here in OASIS do more than just solving technical problems. They enable innovation, they enhance security, they create foundational elements for interoperability. Like Duncan Sparrow has been leading a lot of these, on how can these standards actually work together. So it's not so much as just having a specification in there, but actually truly solving, some problems. So all industries are evolving right now, and especially with emerging technologies like AI and now quantum computer as well, we need standardization to become even more important. So thank you again for the recognition, and look forward to continuing our important work together. And back to you, Jim. Thank you again.
Thanks, Omar. So we're going to wrap up here. I want to congratulate not just the winners, but all the nominees. Again, just to be nominated is very prestigious. So congratulations to our nominees and to the winners. I'm going to remind everyone that we kind of depend on our members for this process. So as you see the call for nominees next year, please be on the lookout for that, and please think carefully about who you think is deserving of these awards. I also want to just say how optimistic we are about 2025. We have some really exciting new projects coming. I think you'll see a charter here soon related to data provenance. Very excited about that project. We're also really looking forward to making some improvements to our current tooling that I was mentioning before, and I was talking about Bill. We understand that there are some gaps there today, and we've got a really blue ribbon team of people and members and staff and board members all working together to solve that. So I look forward to being able to announce some of those improvements to you here in the next month or so. And finally, I just want to thank everyone for attending. OASIS exists to serve our members and to help solve global challenges, and we depend on your continued membership, but also your continued contributions to this community. And so I want to thank everyone for participating in OASIS. Thank you for attending this meeting today, and we look forward to all the great work that's coming our way in 2025. Thank you, everyone.